Welcome back to Daily DeFi. Today is March 6th of 2021, Saturday. Hope everyone's doing well. Very interesting times in the market. We're seeing the value go over that $40 billion level as we surpass this. We're seeing maker dominance at 15.21%, DeFi Pulse Index 435.99, so almost at 436. And again, we're seeing this kind of pushback over the weekend. Most likely we will be moving sideways. And the main things we're going to cover today is one coin that's done over a 20x just in the past couple of months. So congratulations to anyone who got into Luna early. And then also Ampleforth. Both these are doing really well in the 24-hour time period. Also, we'll cover some NFTs with Decrypt. But yeah, that's pretty much what's going on here. By the way, if you're interested in a job in cryptocurrency, it can be very, very lucrative, especially long time, because you can actually get paid in something that is going up in value versus something that is devaluing, which, if you're getting paid in dollars, it's just what's going on. So that is their open roles here. They're help build. This is the Chainlink logo, so you can actually check this out here. Just wanted to say that for anyone who's looking for some employment. And then let's hop over into Decrypt. All right. So the reason I want to talk about NFTs is because you see this insane hype. I think we had this NFT hype in October. I remember Rarible was going kind of crazy. I recorded some videos on it. Those are actually some of my first videos when I was in Montenegro. I'm not sure if those are still up on the YouTube channel, but if you scroll all the way down into kind of like some of the original videos, I was in Tivat, Montenegro after I was visiting Belgrade, Serbia, and I stayed there for about a month. From there, I went to Tirana, Albania, and then really started committing to doing this YouTube channel. But NFTs were going crazy then, and they're going crazy now. So Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey is selling the first ever tweet as an NFT, a non-fungible token. You see a lot of these articles. Whoops, sorry. A lot of these articles on Decrypt, which always I like to look at Decrypt just almost for like a sentimental analysis of, okay, what are the news stories in the market? What are people paying attention to? Well, these are NFTs. 2Chainz, Quavo, Lil Baby drop NFTs for NBA All Star. Now, guys, I don't necessarily think these are great investments, but it all depends on you. There's a nostalgia factor. I think digital art is interesting. I think NFT applicability in real estate will be interesting. But look at Mark Cuban, gets over the lack of physical ownership. By the way, Mark Cuban is now accepting Dogecoin for payment. How insane is that? So he's accepting Dogecoin for payment for his Mavericks basketball team. And overall, the NFT hype is pretty insane, I will say. So Ampleforth, ranked number 122, is doing quite well in the daily. Let's see, of the all-time low, all-time high, we have a market cap of about 300 million, volume about 13 million, circulating supply, about 74% of that is out. Let's scroll down here and look at all-time high, all-time low, because Ampleforth is an interesting project. Let me know in the comments if you want to see a deep dive video on Ampleforth. I really like what they're building, along with Elrond is another project that I really like. That are doing about similar things. Okay, so all-time low about 30 cents, all-time high $4. But when we go over here to Luna, our next one, I mean, this is insane, guys. You see that chart down there, but this is ranked number 25. Large market cap, so about $3.5 billion. $8.69 currently, but I mean, if you would have just gotten in early, this is so nice. And the interesting thing is, over time, like over the next 10, 20 years, this will look like a little blip. It'll look like this. This is what you have to understand. It's the same with Bitcoin. Like when Bitcoin, the first days, like 2012 to 2013, something that looked like this, boom. Now, if you look at the all-time chart, it looks like this or this. It's insane. You have to. This is why studying markets and being a long-term investor is so important, because you get to see market cycles. And if you haven't lived through them, a powerful thing to go back and do is just study them. So study the tulip bulb craze, study the dot-com boom, study the great financial market collapse, study the Great Depression. What happened? What went on? What caused this irrational exuberance? And that's why, looking at something like this, yes, in the short term, it's doing very, very well. Yes, clearly it would have been great if you got in at a 3 cents. I was fortunate. I didn't pick up a lot of it back here, but I remember, I think when I first got to Belgrade, which was like beginning of September. Yeah, so I purchased it. You see, it like back then. Okay, see, like maybe I thought this was a bad investment, because I remember purchasing it right as like I landed in Belgrade. So it was, I think, around like 40 or 50 cents, and then it dropped down. It's like, oh no, 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 we're at 30 cents. I lost money. But guess what? I don't sell that easily, especially in crypto. Like in projects like this, I'm just curious. Like for me, it's putting a little bit of, pulling money out of stocks, pulling money out of commodities, and entering different crypto projects where I just stick with them. So I honestly still have not sold, even if this goes down further, even if it retraces back down to like these levels, I still probably won't sell. I will pull my initial investment out of this project, for example, after I would say around the $10 price target is where I'm going. At least pull my initial out, and then let the rest ride. I might pull a little bit of profits. But again, for these guys, like personally for me, I'm just curious, and it makes me more interested in tracking these projects when you have a little bit of skin in the game. That's kind of my opinion with it. Is like, if you're doing research in something that you have zero skin in the game with, maybe you're not so interested. But if you have a little bit of capital in it, even if it's a small percentage of your portfolio or a small amount of basis points, maybe it'll intrigue you a little bit more. So that's kind of my mentality, just kind of like almost trick myself into following these projects a little bit more closer. So that's all for today's Daily DeFi episode. If you enjoyed it, definitely like, subscribe button all, invest global, and until next time.